welcome back to Shall We Stamp. And today we're doing a birthday card, and this is the sample that I've made, and this is using the Party Wishes stamp set, and we're also using the pop-up framelits that allow you to pop up the card that says happy birthday. Now that also has a hip hip hooray, so you can either place it in the card and have it pop up, or you can cut it out and put it on the front of the card. I chose to color mine before I adhered it, so we're going to go ahead and I'll show you how to make this card. Now we are going to be using this designer series papers from my paper stack, which came out in our All Occasions 2016 catalog, and it's one of the larger paper stacks that has about 48 sheets. Today we're going to be making a card using ice cream cones, so it's going to be the same format as this, but we're just going to be using different colors. Let me get started. I'm also going to share with you the instructions, and everything will be at the end of the video, but we are using a piece of suede cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then the next piece that we need for the inside to pop up is going to be an 8 by 5 piece of cardstock, and you're going to score it at 4. Now what I did was I took the happy birthday framelit, and if you can see, let me get it in the camera here, there's an arrow here, and if you look right between these two candles, there's an arrow right there, and that's what you want to line up on your cardstock at the score line. So once you have that lined up, it's best to run this through the Big Shot using the precision plate and your magnetic plate platform. I went ahead and ran that through, and this is what I came out with. It's already cut. Now I colored the inside to coordinate with my designer series paper, so I used Watermelon Wonder marker as well as the mint macaron, and I used crushed curry to make my flames. So once you cut this out, it will look like this. Now what you'll do is these 4 little tabs here will go on the inside. You're going to pull this up and fold it. You'll see the score line right here. So you're going to fold, and as you fold, then you're just going to squash it in your card, lay it down, and then make sure you use your bone folder to make sure you've got crisp creases. Okay, so the next step that we're going to do is we're now going to adhere this to the inside of my cardstock. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to place some snail adhesive right here on each end, on the sides, and then along this edge here. So I'm going to line this up close to the edge. Let me get it in the camera so you can see. Close to that score line, and try to get it centered within my card. And then I'm going to lay it down. Okay, and then just push on it just a little bit around the score lines. Now what I'm going to do, so I've got that part, see? So now that I've got it adhered on that side, I'll go ahead and add snail along this side, these edges. Sorry for my hand. And then you're just going to go ahead and close your cardstock, press down a little bit, and there you go. Now your card's not going to open all the way because you want this popped up. So you can see that right there. See how it pops up? Very easy to do. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to stamp our ice cream cone using we're going to use the ice cream cone that is found in our Honeycomb Happiness Celebration. And again, this is only good during Celebration 2016. And this is what we're going to use here. It's got this cute little chick, a balloon, and then 3 different sayings. This is you will get this free if you make a minimum $50 purchase during Celebration. So this is what we're going to use. So I've already mounted my ice cream cone onto my paper. And I'm going to come over and use this. Now we're going to use, I'm going to use soft suede for the ink. So I'm going to stamp the entire thing, the outline, in soft suede. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to come back with my, let me close this. I'm going to come back with my Sahara Sand marker because I want to just kind of color this in a little bit. I didn't want to use the suede marker because it was going to be a little bit too dark. So I just want to color this in a little bit just to give it some color. Now the next thing I'm going to do was we have these honeycomb happiness embellishments that came out in the All Occasions catalog. And look at this. Isn't this cute? You open them up and they have them in white, pink, and this mint macaron. Isn't that cute as can be? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a glue dot on each side of my card. And I probably should do this. All right, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to stick it down. Now, you can color this in if you want to, but I'm going to do mine like this. Now, granted, if I mail this, it's going to get squashed in the mail, which is okay, because I'll squash it before I do that. It still give it, but isn't that precious right there? Doesn't that look cute? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this using the magnetic platform, and we're going to use our oval framelits, and for this size, and we're using a piece of mint macaron, we're going to cut with the second and third sized oval framelits from the center. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we've ran the ice cream cone through the ovals, we're going to go ahead and attach this onto the larger oval of mint macaron, and we're going to use our snail adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that now, and then we're going to go ahead and put our card together. So let's get this on here. I love this designer series paper. In this paper stack, there are so many different designs. It's just a beautiful, beautiful set of birthday paper, and Stampin' Up! Has finally come out with a lot. We always struggle with not having enough. This is the back side, just to let you know. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a really pretty color. And then this, of course, is our ice cream cones that we're going to use. But Stampin' Up! Has finally realized that we never have enough birthday paper for birthday cards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lay that on there. I've got it a little bit crooked, but we'll go ahead. Let me get my bone folder, and we'll lift that up. Probably won't notice it. It's probably just me. But if you can lift it up, you can, we'll go ahead and adjust it. Let me see if, yeah, we can get that done. Sometimes it's easy. You can just make a quick, easy adjustment. So let me just move that over just a little bit. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're going to pop this up using our dimensionals. So we're going to put a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to actually put 4. Get them off my fingers. And again, this is the stamp set from the celebration of 2016, which is good through the end of March. So if you're watching this, today is the 24th. You've only got about 7 days left, 7 or 8 days. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the outside of my card. And then I'm going to add a couple of our candy dots that coordinate again. That's the one thing I love about Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up, as everything is color coordinated, so you don't have to think about it. And I absolutely love that because I don't have to think. So as you can see, all of our paper matches. It tells you on the designer series pack what colors to use. You don't have to think about it. So these are coordinating candy dots that you can use. So we're going to take a couple of these. And if you notice what I did, I colored the down the bottom part of my cone, or my ice cream, Watermelon Wonder, and then I attached the mint macaron. So I'm just going to take a couple of these little candy dots. I'm just going to put a couple on here. I think I'll put a big one here, Watermelon Wonder, and then I'll just put a couple of little small ones. I'm not going to put too many because I don't want it to look out of place. So, and then we'll just add another small one over here. Oops, see, I use my scissors because to me, I think it's a lot easier to pull these things up. There you go. Now, what I did on the inside is I went ahead and used this balloon stamp, and I outlined it in Watermelon Wonder, and then I colored the balloon, the bow in the mint macaron, and I just stamped those in here, and I left a little bit. I colored the inside of the balloon, and I left a little bit of shading to give it the light effect. So there you go. There is our card, which is similar to the same format as this one. And this is the one that we just made using the same format, but different colored designer paper. And you open it up, there's your happy birthday and our 2 balloons. Isn't that awesome? I just love this set. This is, whoever is going to get these cards are going to be so excited. If you'd like to purchase some of the materials that I've used today, make sure you head on over to my blog, which is at shallwestamp.com. And if you haven't liked my Facebook page, please go there as well, shallwestamp.com. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.